Welcome back to another edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo, and joining me today from the cheerleading team is Amber Nesbit. Thank you for joining me today, Amber.
Thank you for having me.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
I'm from Columbia. I'm an exercise science major. I'm the youngest of three. I have a twin and an older brother.
Okay. So what do you plan to do with your exercise science major, do you think?
I plan on going to a tech school and getting my certificate to be an EKG technician and working in a hospital.
Okay. How has cheerleading always been what you were involved in growing up as a kid?
Yes, it has. I've cheered since 6th grade, so I've done it almost every year since then.
Wow. And you've cheered all your time at Aiken, correct?
Yes.
So what is a typical day like for a cheerleader on game day?
On game day, I go to classes, and when I get out of classes, I usually pregame for the rest of the time up until it's time to come here, which is around 4:30. And I usually listen to my Spanish music, and and like I take a shower and
do you understand
I do my
it,
makeup.
or do you just like the beat?
Yeah, I understand it.
Oh,
yes.
wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so what about the makeup process? Can you walk us through that?
Well, first, we have makeup that goes with all of our uniforms. So I have like blue makeup on today for this uniform. Yes. Nice. And we also have a cardinal smoky eye as well.
Oh, wow. Do y'all do it yourself, or does someone do it?
We do it ourselves.
Wow, so you're a makeup artist on the side?
Yes, we are.
Okay, now during your time here, what has been your favorite memory?
My favorite memory has been going to Kentucky and Indiana with our men's basketball teams for the Elite 8 games and Final Four game.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
Now, what would you say is the most important attribute of a cheerleader?
The most important attribute of a cheerleader would be her spirit, because it travels with her on the sideline and off the court as well.
Okay. Now, everyone may not know this, but you told me you kind of do it all on the court. Yes. One of my personal questions was, like, what is going through your head as a flyer when you're up in the air? So can you talk to us about that a little bit?
Up in the air, usually I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so heavy, so I have to squeeze all of my muscles so I don't feel as heavy to my bases. And to just smile the whole time. Good. Because sometimes it is scary, so you just want to look scared the whole time. But we smile all the time, so it doesn't faze us.
Of course. Okay, now this year y'all will be able to compete as a competitive squad.
Yes.
I'm sure that's exciting. So
yes, it's very exciting.
Talk a little bit about that.
So this is my 5th year on the team. For the first 2 years, we sat in the stands and we watched the competition, and then for the next 2 years we were able to exhibition and like do a routine, and so this year being able to compete is like great, because like I finally get to do it, and I haven't competed since high school, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really excited.
And that will be when the basketball teams go to the conference tournament as well?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Last question, Amber. If you could sum up your career at Aiken in one word, what would it be?
God, that's a tough question. I would have to say rewarding.
Okay, and why is that?
Because I've grew close to so many people, and I've gotten so many friendships and different experiences, and it's really rewarding, and I know it'll like carry with me onto my future.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That wraps up another edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo, with Amber Nesbit. Thank you for watching.